You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and today we're going to be doing another Team of the Week. This week is the 1st of February to the 7th of February, and to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed. Hasn't really got any players that especially take my fancy. I have got like four different league teams, and none of these will pretty much go in them. Maybe Ozil by that, but let's get into it and have a look at who we've got. So first up, we've got Matri from Juventus. Looks decent. 84 rating, 83 pace, 80 shooting, 80 dribbling, and 82 heading. So a good all-round striker. I can imagine him going for, I don't know, maybe 30k or something at the end of the week. We also have Palacio from Genoa in the Italian league as well, in Serie A. Might be another good one, especially for people who are trying to hybridise Serie A with Liga BBVA, because it's very difficult to get like Lavezzi and Di Maria into the same team, and a lot of people like to do that. So he might be one that can link those two players together pretty well. So yeah, nice player there. He's got 84 shooting, 85 shooting, 84 pace, 80 passing, 85 dribbling. Definitely a decent all-round striker, especially with the pace. We then have Fernando Llorente from Atletico Bilbao, I think it is. Yeah, Athletic Club, sorry. 86 rating overall. Now, I have a Liga BBVA team, and I wouldn't put him in just because he's very slow. He's got pace of 70. I mean, he really excels at heading. I know I think he's 6 foot something, 6'4" or something like that. So he's very tall, very strong. He'll be one to push people off the ball and get a lot of headers. So if you're looking for a target man, he might be the one you're after. So definitely have a look out for him. Then move on to the midfield. We have Marcos Senna, who plays for Villarreal. Very good player. I used to play him in FIFA 09, but he's a bit slow. He'd be a good player to play in a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1, because if you're looking for someone that's defensive, he is that. He's got defending of 81, and I believe he's got a very high defensive work rate. He's got passing of 86, so good player there. We then have second in form Kagawa. I think he's going to be one to invest in. He looks very, very good. Look at his stats: pace 88, shooting 84, passing 87, dribbling of 90. So looks like a great Bundesliga team player. So definitely look out for him in Bundesliga teams in the future. And then we move on to probably the best player of the week, Ozil. Looks phenomenal. 80 pace, 80 shooting, 90 passing, 89 dribbling. It's going to be an excellent player for anyone buying Liga BBVA teams. Expects him to be expensive because he is in Liga BBVA and people are willing to pay through the arse for players from that league. So we then have Carlos Martins, pace of 74, shooting 84, passing 82, dribbling 85. Looks like a decent player. Plays for, what is it, Granada in, I can't remember, in Liga BBVA, surprisingly. Portuguese, so maybe one that people might use him to give Ronaldo full chemistry, because people like to play Ronaldo in teams that aren't actually, Liga BBVA teams. So you could get him in there and get full chem probably using him. We then have Papastathopoulos, I think that's how you say it. I think he must have been upgraded from a silver player. Plays for Werder Bremen, 70 pace, 52 shooting, 70 passing, 83 defending, 80 heading, so pretty decent centre back there. We then have Barzagli as well. Not sure if he's going to be in the top 6 or 7 defenders in Serie A. He plays for Juventus, obviously. But he's got good defending stats and good heading stats. It's just his pace that lets him down. I mean, I would use him for my team if he wasn't so slow. That's really where he'll fall down. But other than that, he's a good player. We then have Bizovic, or however you say it, right back from Serbia, who plays for Paris Saint-Germain. Good defending, good heading, but his pace is terrible for a right back. Usually when you have a right back, you have someone very fast, and his pace is 48. So maybe he's got high defensive work rate, so he'll be more one that stays back and helps out your defence. We then have Ospina in goal, who plays for, who is it, OGC in the League One. Looks like a decent goalie, but I can't imagine him taking the place of like Minanda or Loris, so maybe not going to go for all that much. We'll then move on to the bench. We have a couple of, I think it's 6 silvers and 1 gold player. Alexander from Brentford in N-Power League 1. Half decent stats, probably a bit let down by his pace. I know I can say that a lot on a lot of players, but you know, pace is such a huge thing in FIFA 11. I think FIFA 12. I think we all know that by now. We then have Davis from Rangers. Looks like a very decent player for his for his rating. He's only rated 79 overall, but he has 82 pace, 79 shooting, 80 passing, 78 dribbling, 75 defending, and 66 heading. So looks like a very good all-round player. We then have Dick. Mind the jokes. Right back for Germany, Silva for who's FC Cologne in the Bundesliga. 67 pace, 75 shooting, 70 passing, 61 dribbling, 78 defending, and 75 heading. So looks like a very decent player there. We also have Donk, who looks very good. I'm not gonna lie. 79 pace, 43 shooting, 70 passing, 70 dribbling, 83 defending, and 82 heading. We have Ifil from, I think that's Wellington Phoenix from A-League, the A-League. Not sure about this guy. I've seen some other players from the A-League that are very good fast for right wingers, so I'm not really sure about this guy, especially since the league is pretty poor. Like, not many people make A-League teams because the players are generally quite rubbish. Well, it's a harsh way of putting it, but that's true. We then have Guidetti, who plays for Feyenoord in the Rhine division. Swedish, and looks like a decent player. 79 pace, 81 shooting. Some of those are some of his stats. 72 dribbling, 79 heading. Looks like a good striker for a silver. And then we have our silver goalkeeper from Lecce in Serie A. 73 overall, which is a bit of a shame. If it was 74, it'd be worth a lot more. 75 diving, 75 reflex, 70 handling, 70 speed, 60 kicking, 70 positioning. So a pretty decent goalkeeper all round there, and he might be one that goes for a lot. Now, what I'm going to go through now is just go through and tell people which ones I would recommend you invest in, because obviously obviously some of these players are going to go up in price quite a lot and others are not. So from Serie A, I'm going to say, well, from the strikers, I wouldn't invest in Llorente because there's so many good strikers in Liga BBVA that people aren't going to generally want him. I'm not sure about these two. Maybe Palacio, might be one to invest in because, you know, he's Argentinian, he's fast, looks like a decent all-round striker. So, and maybe Matri as well because he's Italian, he plays in the same league as his nationality. So, yeah, he'll be one to invest in. Kagawa, definitely one to invest in. His stats are absolutely solid. Look at them: 88, 84, 87, 90. I was blown away when I looked at those. Especially for only 86 rating. I say he's probably better than in-form Ozil. If you look at him, the only thing that's better for Ozil is passing. So I would say that Kagawa is probably better than Ozil, but Ozil will obviously go for a lot more. So Kagawa definitely one to invest in for a Bundesliga team. Ozil, yes, definitely one to invest in, even though he's not as good as Kagawa, but you know, 88 rating. I see people have him in his team. He helps hybridise Liga BBVA with Germany teams or Bundesliga teams, and you can put him in a Bundesliga team quite easily as well. So definitely want to invest in there. I'm not going to say invest in any of the defence or the goalkeeper, but I will say that you might want to invest in Dick, right back from Bundesliga, because people like to make silver Bundesliga teams. Donk is probably the best silver one, I would say, out of the ones on there to invest in, because obviously he's got very good pace, very good pace for a centre back, and he plays in the Pro League, which is a very popular league to make silver teams in, because generally the pace of players in the Pro League is like 80 or 90, so he's a very good one. And you could also put him into like Dutch teams, which I see a lot of people have. So definitely want to invest in there. Probably the best investment, I'd say, out of all the ones on there. You could probably invest in this guy as well, Guidesi. He'd probably be quite a good one to invest in. Not as good as the other one, but. And then the last one, Benassi, might be a bit of a risk because if he ever got another inform, obviously he could get another silver inform, which would be 74. That's why I said his 73 rating will probably be a problem. But if he ever gets another inform, it'll destroy his price. But if you're willing to take that risk, he could be one of the best silver goalkeepers in Serie A, and Serie A is probably the second most popular silver division, division to make silvers out of. So, guys, I hope that's helped. Don't forget that you can always invest in the players that are going out of packs, because obviously like Ozil's not going to be in packs for the rest of the week, so he'll become rarer over the week and you'll be able to sell him for more at the end of the week, so you can go out and buy a whole load. I'll put a link in an annotation for you so you can go and find the video that I made on doing that, so you know exactly what you're doing. And I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's a shame it's out so late. It's just because EA have been lazy and they've just not announced Team of the Week. I'm going to put up another video in probably like 2 or 3 hours, purely because I got my free packs today from EA for having advanced episodes. So I'm going to do a quick pack opening with them. It won't be anything special. They're only the 5,000 gold packs, but I'm waiting until after Team of the Week is released. So if I get one of these players, they'll be worth a lot more because they'll only have just come out of packs. So yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Leave a like if you wouldn't mind. That'd be great, and I will see you all next time.